5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Good evening and welcome to Goodell Park in West Boylston for the Littleton Tigers taking on the West Boylston Lions. I'm Mark Crory, along with John Kazanjian. John, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing good. Ready for a season finale here of the regular season.
Yep, of course they do play Thanksgiving, which is part of the regular season, but the Tigers won the toss and they elected to defer.
So on the return.
Kickoff is returned for about 20.
Tackled on the play by number 61, Joey Taylor. It'll be first down and 10 for your Lions on their own.
All right, so we got an injury update here. We got Brady DeCoste out for the season, our quarterback. So we're going to see a lot of Gregory DeShane under the center tonight. And West Boylston loves to run the ball, and we're gonna see a lot of it. They're gonna line up in the bunch formation with three in the backfield.
Whistle on the play.
Penalty already here. Offsides on Littleton, not a good start.
Offsides on Littleton.
So last game,
5-yard penalty will bring up first down and 5 for the Lions.
West Boylston in overtime by the score of 25-22, and I know that basically the whole game West Boylston ran. They only had 9 passing yards, but they decided in overtime, they got the ball first, they decided to throw, got intercepted, and Lunenburg went down and kicked a field goal. So that was their only loss of the season, so we'll have to see if they come out hungry to get back on the winning side.
Humphrey on the carry.
Bobby Humphrey, number 3, up the middle for about
nice
12 yards. They're bouncing off
on the play.
Tacklers.
Yeah, I did watch a few clips from West Boylston from that last game, and he's definitely a guy. That's what he does. He spins, he bumps, he runs. He doesn't go down easily. So
that's number 5, Bobby Humphrey. He's a senior, one of the captains. And from what I hear, we're going to see, as you said, a lot of them. I met one of the parents earlier. Also mentioned that you'll see a lot of them as well. Big hole. He's gone. Number 2.
Touchdown! J.J. McNamara. That's a 44-yard touchdown run.
Big giant hole. No Littleton runners defenders were anywhere near him. And that will start off what probably will be a long night for Littleton. Looks like they're going to go for 2 here as well.
Well, one of the things I think maybe West Boylston fell into the trap last week of taking Lunenburg lightly, and they paid the penalty. And I don't think they're going to take Littleton lightly tonight.
Yeah, we talked about this before the game. We said, they're either going to be wicked hungry and coming out. It's a sweep to the left.
On the carry. 2-point conversion is good. That brings the score. West Boylston.
It's interesting because they have a kicking game. I watched them out here. I was here a little bit early. Number 2 does their kicking.
Yeah, that was Jamie McNamara who just had that 48-yard touchdown run.
Yeah, he was also doing all the kicking, and he nailed every one. So they definitely have they could do it, but I guess they figure, hey, why not go for the 2 points? I don't think they can stop us here. So
yeah, well, 3 plays so far and only 1 tackle by Littleton, so not a good start there at all on the defensive side of the ball. Littleton looks flat. A lot of injuries. A lot of, seniors. The 13 seniors are, having a really hard time with the season being, sort of
J.J. McNamara
beat on the regular this year. Now, seeing them line up on here, they're definitely going to try an onside kick here. See how they have the ball on its side. So,
Yes.
surprised Littleton hasn't come up a little bit more with some more of those guys in the middle.
Yeah, I don't know if they know it's.
Oh, it's just a pooch kick. All right, so not an onside kick.
Picked up by Maurice.
Maurice on the carry, keeper.
Oh, he's got the outside.
Great. Got the edge, Brian Maurice. Gets it out
On
to
the
about
return, sorry about
that
that.
wicked, crooked
Up the
50-yard line.
left-hand side. That'll be first down and 10 for Littleton from their own
That's a good return. That's probably,
47-yard line.
let's see, 10, 20, 30. Good
Make that
30-yard
the
return.
Moving it back. It looked like he was
32-yard
in
line.
midfield. He must have stepped out of bounds there at the 42. All right, let's see. They got Gregory Sheen. They got, they got 4 receivers out there. You know, I was telling you earlier, I was hoping that they're going to give this team a chance to have a lot of fun tonight, air it out.
Give his to Maurice up the middle. He picks up
Nothing.
maybe
Maurice on the carry.
Yep. So inside handoff to Brian Maurice.
Tackled by a
not see
couple of Lions on the play. Brings up second down and 10.
You
for
always
the
know
Tigers.
they can't see who did the tackle either when they say a couple of people, because I couldn't see who got the tackle there for West Boylston either.
Yeah. West Boylston's obviously, they've got everybody on the line, which is interesting.
Yeah, an opportunity to make some plays for Littleton. They got man-to-man, going deep to John.
Oh,
Woodward
nice
on the
catch.
sideline. Beautiful throw by Gregory DeShane. A little back
DeShane complete
corner
to
fade,
Woodward.
back
Big
shoulder
pickup on
fade.
the play.
John Woodward adjusted the ball perfectly, made the turn. So Littleton's going to have man-to-man defense against them here, which means that Gregory's going to take the ball
First down,
out
first
quick.
down and 10.
As long as
from
they
the
keep
Lions'
doing that, they can
29-yard
have
line.
some good athletes out on the edges. So they have a chance here to do some things against this team, as long as Gregory DeShane gets rid of the ball soon and often. Another throw. He's got him. Oh, just a little too long to John Woodward.
DeShane's pass was incomplete.
He did have to let that go a little bit early because of good pressure
Pass
by
intended
West
for John
Boylston, the
Woodward.
Lions.
And they're going to get there.
They're
They're outnumbering the team on the line here. So they're going to get pressure every time. So, again, it's going to be those quick throws. I'd love to see them use Brian Maurice on a little wheel route out of the backfield, especially if they have everybody running in like that. He's going to have a chance. Give your athletes a chance to make a play. This is a game that's stacked for them to do that. Back to Brian Maurice in the middle.
Oh, now he's going to cut it outside. He's got a. Oh, good tackle by number 20
Maurice on the
for West
side.
Boylston.
Tackled by Tom Muldoon.
With the tackle, who had the 2-point conversion down this end. But Littleton looking good so far. It's going to be
Pick up on
first
first
down.
We'll take it.
Be first down and 10 for the Tigers from the Lions' 19-yard line.
You know what they say, it's not the size of the dog in the fight, it's the size of the fight in the dog.
Yeah, and right now Littleton's doing some things, and it's nice to see. Nice, individual effort by Brian Maurice to get some athletic moves and get that first down.
That he got lucky there. Kind of
Yeah.
threw it into
Shane's
three
pass
receivers,
incomplete.
3 defenders for West
Bring up
Boylston.
second down and 10.
Yeah, Gregory DeShane looked like he had
Reminder
coverage. He
behind
didn't know what to do
the
there, so he just kind of threw it.
Booth up here. We have the
Away?
concession stand. Come on up.
Luckily, he
A variety
threw
of
it
items,
away
cold or
short.
hot,
Yeah, I would
drinks,
rather have him throw it away
pizza,
away
chips,
from people.
candy.
Yes, and he did.
Come
And
on
that
up and
was
support our
that was going
cheerleaders.
to be disastrous if he tried to fit that in that small window.
Yeah, I'd be ashamed to stop this drive because the Littleton has got some momentum here. The second and 10. We got three wide to the left, top of your screen. Give is to Maurice again. He scrambles for about
Maurice on the carry.
maybe just over the
Tackle
line of
made by
scrimmage.
Brian
Got
Smith.
a yard there. So it'll be third and long. Yeah, it's a hard thing as a quarterback to try to not always make a play
Pick up of
every
about
time. So
2. That'll
Gregory
bring up
DeShane's
third
coming out.
down
And
and
number
8 for the
5, Mark
Tigers.
Frisoli's coming in to play quarterback here. So interesting move. Not sure what they have planned, but
Well, I saw them practicing a bunch of different weird things.
Brian Maurice,
Yeah,
number 1
Maurice,
at quarterback.
yeah. For this little quick pass out the side.
Little option to Mark
Oh,
Frisoli.
good
number
cut
5.
back.
Great
Good.
cut.
Drive. Looks like
That's
he's got the first down.
Frisoli on the
First and
carry.
goal.
That's the first time they've run an
Looks to be
option
good
play like
enough
that this
for
year, from what
a
I've
Tigers
seen.
first down.
And it worked. It
That'll
was a
bring
great
up
play.
First down and goal for the
Mark
Tigers.
Frisoli
from
made
the
a
line,
nice cut
6-yard line.
for the first down. 3rd and 9. Big first down here. Now 1st and goal.
Looks like Coach Easter and his staff have pulled the bag of tricks out for this. Why not, right?
Yeah, after 4 weeks of getting things handed to us in not a good way, time to let them have some fun.
Scoring is fun. Winning is
Scoring
fun.
is fun.
Those are
Winning
fun
is
things. All right, so here we go. 1st and goal.
Back to Brian.
Not
Maurice,
much
another-
there. In fact,
Don't get
nothing there.
conservative on us now, Coach. This is a chance to try to punch it in.
Well, this time
You've
the
been
crowd,
talking about it all year.
tackle made by
Height
Aiden Hamilton.
advantage on almost every defender he's had. This is
Especially
the time.
look at this one.
The loss of
Yeah,
one
this
on
is
the
the
play.
Probably
time.
got at least a foot.
Yeah,
Right.
throw it up to John Woodward in the
Second
corner of
and
the end
goal
zone.
from the 7-yard
Give him a
line.
chance to make a play. He's got the height. He's got one-on-one coverage. This is where they need to go here.
There you
Looking
go.
that way. He's got him on a slant.
Low throw, but
Pass complete.
Catch it.
he did
To
catch his
number
ball. So
11. Woodard.
right there on the
From the
1-yard
shame.
line.
Westport. Oh, now they're changing the call to incomplete.
Actually ruled incomplete
Not sure how they can change a call after everybody looked like on the field. They called it
by the
complete.
linesman. Incomplete pass. It'll bring up 3rd down and about 8.
So, Coach,
Tigers.
look at John again.
Goal to
Give him
go.
a fade pattern to the corner of the end zone. Let him make a play here.
Oh, this time he's in tight.
Back to Brian Maurice.
He's going to try to cut it up the middle. Nope.
And he fumbled the ball.
Maurice on the carry. Instead of down on
And
the
they're saying
play.
he's down before he fumbled. So, a little
Pick up
bit of
about
retained
1. That'll
possession.
bring up 4th down and 7 for the
Kick
Tigers.
Kick it.
You
Go
bring
for it.
it.
What do you
4th down and
think?
goal from the 7.
Go for it.
Well, you waited so you couldn't see them run on the kick.
Exactly.
That's not calling.
Exactly. All right. 4th down. Changing the play there. Try to get him to jump. Gain a little bit of more yardage.
Looks like they're playing more of a zone here where they got 2 coverage in the back. And hit as he threw it.
Oh.
And he lost yards. Teddy Hunt, number
Pass
7, to
complete
catch
to
it.
Maurice.
A for effort
Gain
on that
of 1
drive,
on the
though.
play.
I like
I
it.
would say so. They made some good progress there, but
1st and 10 from
punch it
their
in
own
the end,
5-yard
obviously.
line.
Turnover on downs, and West Boylston now will have 95 yards
Yeah.
to work with.
And what's hurting Littleton?
Special shout out to our
Where
cheerleaders
they're
tonight.
not containing the
TLC
edge.
sponsored by
Some
Walter
players are
C.
getting
Cranston
outside
and
the
Sons.
edge.
Thank you very much.
But we're not able to get anything on the inside.
If you have nothing else to do this weekend, you can head out to Natick on Saturday at 10:45 or Sunday to Shepherd Hill at noontime to watch the
Group
cheerleaders.
2 again
Start
up the middle.
12 p.m.
Just pounding,
Watch the
guys.
cheerleaders compete
You got to get low on him.
in their
Yeah, number
fall
5. That was 5.
season.
Bobby Humphrey with the run.
Best of luck, ladies.
Just getting yards and big.
Nice pick up by the lines there.
I mean, it didn't
15
even look like
yards.
that was an effort. Just, I'm just going to run.
Yeah, their line is dominating our line, unfortunately, and just giant holes. And Littleton's going to have to play tougher on the line of scrimmage.
Again, gets to number 2.
Up on the guy up the middle.
Humphrey.
A 5
Takes
equals.
three.
Another big gain.
Big pickup by Bobby Humphries. Good for another Lions first down.
So Bobby Humphrey's got about 80 yards rushing here with, not
Timeout Middleton.
gone, 6.5 gone in the game here. So at the end of the last game, Littleton was shooting the gaps, even though they were trying to run the clock out. I'd love to see Littleton do that where the safeties are coming up. They're not going to throw the ball. If they're going to throw the ball to beat us, let them. But, our defenders in the backfield need to stack that line because otherwise they're just going to keep doing this all day long.
That's maybe what this timeout's about, saying, look, You got to get in the gaps. You got to get down low. You got to plug up the holes. If you're getting stood up and blown back 5 yards.
Yeah, there's nothing. I mean, there's nothing.
Congratulations to the girls varsity soccer team for a big win today in the Sonata playoffs.
Change what they're
3-1 over Narragansett.
Doing nothing surprising either. Doing
Madison
everything
Petro with 2 goals. Emily Petro with a goal. And great job in net.
So West Boylston comes out with a 1st and 10 and a real tight formation. Just one back, single back.
What, they're going to throw the ball after we just said they're not going to do that.
Bowling's pass complete.
That ball just looked about just as complete as the Littleton ball was.
I think that was more of a, we'll keep you honest.
Pass complete.
Now we're going back to the run.
Pick up about 9.
Especially after the timeout, they knew Littleton was going to make an adjustment. And
I wouldn't change the strategy here based on that. But it was good for 9 yards. It's up 2nd and 1. This time it's a give to number.
This is number 2.
McNamara on the carry.
That's Jamie McNamara who had the touchdown earlier.
Tackle made by Justin Mano.
Justin Mano with the tackle.
Good for the Lions. First down.
Both McNamara and Humphreys are 2 big dudes.
Yeah, if they can't, once these bigger running backs get a little head of steam on them, it makes it really hard for those smaller D-backs to get
This time they got a triple I. They give it a 3rd back.
It's number 5 again.
Humphrey on the carry. Wrapped up by Nick
Picks up
Brooks.
about 5 yards, maybe.
Looks like 9 there.
Oh, 9 yards, sorry. Wrong line. I got that telephone pole right in my...
Yeah.
That's one of the things about, unique things about the West Boylston field is that...
Yeah, everybody is in an obstructive UC with that light pole right at the 35-yard line, which is a weird spot for it as well.
Number 4 sweeps around the right side. He's got a hole, and now he's in for a touchdown.
Touchdown!
That was number 4, John
Lions.
Lewis.
John Lewis with the 13-yard touchdown run.
Gets in for the touchdown. So 95, 94-yard drive very quickly here, and not a lot of fight in this Littleton defense right now, and they're just getting overwhelmed with size. And
what was that? 5 plays?
Yeah, 4 or 5 plays, big chunks every time.
McNamara on for the extra point. Kick is up.
This time they kick the field.
And the kick is good. Opening the score, West Boylston 15, Littleton 0. 3:41 remaining in the first period.
15-0 here with 3:41 left in the first quarter. My mom flew all the way up from Orlando for this game, and
I know that she doesn't like the cold, and the good news is if they're up by 30 at halftime, the clock runs. So
that would be good for her, because she's telling everybody right now in the stands how cold she is, I'm sure. But well,
I don't think anybody really expected Littleton to win the game, but if they continue to make improvements, put another drive together like they had last time, we got to take some positive things out of this game. I think, they know that they can move the ball. So let's see what they can do on this drive. I like the new look offense and the way that things are shaken up. I certainly don't like that DeCoste got injured, but sometimes
McNamara on the kick.
New personnel require new plays, and we haven't seen these, so I'm sure they haven't seen them.
Right.
You can't scout for something you haven't seen.
Yeah, and they certainly threw that option play on 3rd and 9 earlier. That worked really well.
This time Maurice is going to catch it.
McNamara's kick deep.
Spins off.
Taken by
one guy, picks up
Brian
another
Lewis.
3 yards on.
Nice little return.
That's about the 33-yard line there. So they're playing a man-to-man defense on the outside. Let our athletic players, Evan Mano, Teddy Hunt, John Woodward, let them make a play. Let's get the ball in their hands on the outside. We'll make some quick wide receiver screens, something where they can make a one-on-one play and do something maybe bust one in for a long score.
All right, so Littleton will take over with 1st and 10.
So keeper by Gregory DeShane.
Oh, he gets hammered.
He broke a tackle. That would have been about a 7 or 8 yard loss. So getting it almost back to the line of scrimmage is it's a good thing. I don't like the run on the first play. We're getting a little predictable on that. Like first offensive play with that either read option run to Brian Maurice or the keeper for the quarterback. But take advantage of these outside guys here. Let's attack that. That seems to be our opportunity to do some plays, and make some nice plays.
Teddy Hunt has had put together a few good games here from the receiving position, and I look for him to get some opportunities here. Uh-oh.
Oh, see, that's another chance.
Getting sacked on the play.
Littleton needs to get rid of the ball quickly with those man-to-man coverages.
Like Johnny Edwards on there for the sack. JJ McNamara.
He can't go from one read to the next. He has to see the defensive player he wants to attack, make their first call, and he's going to get the ball out of his hands. Holding on to it at all. The line just doesn't get a hold.
3rd down and about 22 for Littleton.
Now they're back to a little bit of more of a zone where they have like a deep safety here. It's on 3rd and long. So something underneath. Like I said, maybe a wheel route to Brian Maurice would be nice to see him get at least half this back.
All right, 3rd down and maybe 19.
Oh, there's an offsides there.
Penalty flags on the play.
Boylston.
Yeah, gained 5 yards on that.
Offsides on the defense. I'll give him 5 yards back. That'll bring up 3rd down and about 17 for the Tigers.
Interesting that worked. It hasn't been working much this season,
it's not.
But we'll take it.
Yeah, 3rd and 17 here. Their down and distance is not working there on the scoreboard, just the score and the time. So,
yeah, we'll call it 15 to make it a little bit more.
Yeah, sounds better already. I already like our chances.
Hucks it up there.
So John Woodward again.
Tipped. Good coverage.
Complete. Broken up by Luke Foley on the play. Bring up 4th down and about 17.
Foley on the play, breaking up that play. That was a
3rd and long. It's going to be 4th down. Looks like they're going to punt. That was a throw Gregory DeShane had to make on his back foot, so he didn't get much on it. Really like to see him step into his throws, lead the receiver, give him more of a chance. When he hangs it up there, he gives the defender more of a chance, even a smaller defender a better chance at defending it. Hard to step into it when you don't have a lot of time. He got it away, believe it or not, on that.
That's amazing.
And an amazing
I had no idea how he got that on.
Down on the west border.
It was a great snap. Right, hit him right in the gut, but he just dropped it.
For the Lions.
We know we had some snapping problems early in the season, but they seem to have solved that lately.
Yeah, John Woodward, the long snapper. It's a hard job to do. It's the guys in the NFL get paid millions of dollars, and that's all they do is long snap. They keep telling Thomas, long snap. My son Thomas Kazanjian, just long snap, and you might get a chance to play, some divisional in college, even go pro if you're good at it. You don't even have to be that big.
Yeah. All right, West Boylston, the quarterback keep.
It's just a big triangle over there.
Picks up about 12 yards on 1st down.
Pick up about 12 on the play.
Evan Mano with the tackle.
Notice
that number 3, Justin Mano's not out there. He did have a finger. I believe he broke his finger in the last game as well, so he didn't finish last game either. So he's another injury that's taken another player away from a two-way player from Littleton as well. So. Injuries abound on this Littleton team, which is already thin everywhere, unfortunately.
I had heard from somebody in Florida that they saw the clip of Jenna Kivlin with her brother Jake from the last game when he surprised her.
High snap.
Bad snap in the play, falling on
so I think that clip might have went viral. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it was on the news. I saw that. So it was on the WCVB Channel 5. Number 61 is going to get credited with a sack, Joey Taylor. So a sophomore with a sack here, and on senior night for West Boylston, even though it was a he was a victim of circumstance, as you as you could say, or just benefited from a lucky play. But yeah, it definitely went viral. It was on the news. It was one of those emotional.
It's like they're gonna. Yeah, it was. Hold on a second, John. Hold that thought. As the quarter winds down, we'll talk about some other things besides the game, like this. It wasn't. People love those stories. Those feel-good stories. Those surprise military, reunions. That was really a special moment for us too. And Jake Kivlin came into our broadcast booth and told us that he watches the games with his fellow troop members in Arizona. I think that's where he is.
Yeah, I'm not sure where he's located, but that's, we love that. Hello to you guys, and thank you for your service. We really appreciate everything you do. I know your mom is out here, Jake, spreading the word about how amazing you are. It was a cool moment. I was on the field with my son for 7 minutes at that moment. When Jenna came running out, instant tears in her eyes. Really cool moment for everybody that was there that night.
Sure was. So yes, thank you, troops, for all you do. All right, new quarter begins.
Start the second period. It'll be first down and about 8 for the Lions on their own 49-yard line.
Let's see if Littleton can slow down this.
Yeah, and they're running out of a shotgun here right now, so I think West Boylston's trying to do some different things. They know that they can, if they need to go back to the inside pounding runs, they can. So I think they're going to try some stuff. And a deep ball to number 20.
He was open.
McNamara
Just a little
wide
bit
open.
thrown incomplete. It'll bring up third down.
Looks like everybody forgot to cover him because he was about to go running free through the secondary there. Opportunity for a stop here on 3rd and long for Littleton.
I don't think West Boylston's going to punt it. So you've got 2 more downs, I think.
They're running the 2 wide
It doesn't make
receivers,
sense for them to punt,
No, I hear you on that. A little screen
dump
pass.
off. McNamara, I think it was. Number 8.
Jamie McNamara, number 2. Had a lot of room to do, and he just fell. That's the old sniper play where someone
shot his feet
out
out.
one of the feet. So lucky for us, he tripped over the 45-yard line because Littleton wasn't staying contained on that. They got a lot of penetration. That should have been the first sign that something was up because that line just lets you through, and then they're able to kind of break out to the secondary and lead block. So 4th and long here.
Looks like they still want to pass. Maybe they want to work on that part of the game. Nope, quarterback draw.
He just barely got the first down.
Pick up about 12 on the play. That's good for the Lions. First down.
Confidence booster for the defense if they had made that tackle. But again, 8-9 yards before anybody made contact with them. And a broken tackle on a first down again for the quarterback. Was that...
Couple more updates. St. Bernard 6, Northbridge 0, first quarter.
Getting scores. Out of town scores over here.
And
I guess that's where you're first place. You're looking
Oakmont,
around
6.
to see how everybody else is doing in the conference.
Go Chipmunks.
Yeah, they're rooting for another town to
first down
to
and
beat
10
their
for the
rivals.
Lions from their own 31-yard line.
So back to the
Pitch.
bunch formation there. It's number 20 and Jamie.
Muldoon on the carry. Big block outside for McNamara. Turns the corner. Wrestled out of bounds.
And there's
Flag on
going to
the
be a face
play.
mask on Mark Frizzoli, number 5 there.
It's a pickup of about 21 yards.
Well, you got to tackle them any way you can, even if it's with the face mask these days, the way the defense is giving up big yardage.
When you're that close to the end zone, what's the penalty going to do you?
Yeah, that's only a 3-yard penalty at this point.
Face mask on the defense.
This will be 1st and goal here for the Lions of West Boylston.
Half the distance. Bring up 1st and goal for the Lions from the 3.5-yard line.
This time they have 2 two in the I formation. Gives to the second back. He plows
Humphrey on the
for a
carry.
touchdown.
Bobby Humphrey again for the touchdown.
Bobby Humphrey! 3-yard touchdown run by Bobby.
So you're right, they weren't going to punt.
Yes. Yeah, got that one.
McNamara on to
Yes.
accept the extra point.
Oh,
Kick is up,
Zach Miller
and
almost
it
got
is
in there
good.
He
to
did.
make the block.
Bringing a score 2. West Boylston 22, Littleton 0. 10:02 remaining in the second quarter.
You know, my heart goes out to Littleton players to kind of, you know, every week be down at this point. 3 scores. It's been a tough season for them. I know that. I know there's some extra games going to be played these next couple of weeks. I'm hoping for some competitive opponents, teams that they match up well against, so they have some competitive and fun games to play, especially for these 13 seniors down the stretch here. You know, they don't want to have that bad taste in their mouth of having, you know, getting beat as badly as they've been getting beat these last 4 games. Now coming into the 5th game.
yeah, they've been touchdowns were hard to come by. Last week we had that minor victory with at least they broke the scoreless streak, which was good. And now let's see if we can
McNamara on the kick
do the
for
same right
Lions.
here on this drive.
Yeah, it's been a while since we've had a first half score, so
This time the ball is upright.
let's go to number 11, John Woodward.
Woodward on the return.
Ooh, big hit.
Tackle made by number 32,
Christian
Dufo.
Dufault. First time we said his name tonight. Nice tackle there on John Woodward there at the 19-yard line. So,
I'm trying to think what the rationale for the numbering system here is.
well, they have the captains listed first, and then it's by number.
Okay. that
Yeah,
makes
it
sense
took me
now.
a little bit too. I'm like, huh?
I just looked at the first 5 and like, those aren't in order, so I didn't bother looking down.
Yeah, once you get past those guys, you can find them, but it takes a second. So let's not go for a handoff here, Littleton. Let's start throwing the ball to the outside here. Here you go. He's got number 2. Oh, no, he took the guys off the ball. It's Evan Mano, number 2. Great throw by Gregory DeShane. Hit
It
him in
was.
stride. He just looked like he looked
Bring
upfield
up
too
second down
soon.
and 10 for Littleton.
Those aren't the kind of breaks that we need to happen here in a game that's already out of hand.
Yeah, that was going to be a big gain. It had already been a 17-yard catch. So that brings up 2nd and 10 again. This
Get rid of- oof.
time he gets hammered by number 2.
Yeah, that's Jamie McNamara again.
Sacked
Having
on
a
the
big
play
night
by
on both sides of the
McNamara.
ball. Huge pop on number 13.
I don't know if
Gregory
anybody
DeShane.
touched him. With the speed
Big
that
loss
he
on the
came in
play.
just then,
Yeah,
he must have been
That'll
untouched.
bring up 3rd down and about 20 for the Tigers.
yeah.
Which, shouldn't be, because he's a defensive end.
Exactly. It's just probably a missed blocking assignment. And a lot of injuries on the line of scrimmage this year too. So, they're playing with a different crew of 5 almost every single week, the way it's gone so far. Littleton.
Again, pressure. It's a
Going
shame.
deep. Out to number 2.
Chance
Evan
pass
Mano again.
incomplete.
Incomplete. Evan Mano's looking for a flag. He kind of looked like maybe.
They'll bring up 4th down
That's
and
the
about
thing.
20 for the Tigers.
You watch pro football, and that's the kind of thing you see every play.
Every single play.
What?
Yeah.
He grabbed me. He's all
And
over
then they
me.
show the replay, and it's clearly a penalty, and they're still looking around like they can't believe it, which is always baffling to me. Like, think at some point they go, yeah, that was, I held the guy for
Yeah,
5 seconds. It's definitely a holding penalty.
right. I'm gonna wonder why tomorrow my back is hurting. We got the short windows over here at West Boylston. We have to stoop to see.
Yeah, everybody else is sitting. Maybe they're on to something, but it's a little easier to see from this angle. Tyler Branco, number 12, back to punt. See if they can get a
Good
better
snap
result.
again.
Decent kick by number 12, TB12, Tyler Branco.
Going to let it roll.
Littleton's punt
So from the goal line,
down on their own 41-yard line. That'll bring up
goes
first down and
42
10
yards in the air.
for the Lions at the Tigers' 41-yard line.
Would have barely got us a first down if we had made that gain there, unfortunately. But all right, Littleton defense. Let's see. Let's show some heart here. You're gonna try to. I'm sure West Boylston's gonna continue to try different things, work on their plays. Maybe some pass plays just to give their quarterback some reps, knowing that they have this game, well in hand. Maybe not.
Well, it looks like they're in that running formation again. For the give to the tailback again. There it is, a sweep right.
Oh, there you go. Nice tackle by number 5, Mark Frizzoli.
Pounds a guy down and helps him up.
Tackle made by Mark Vasoli. Pick up about 4 on the plate.
And that's the way we should be seeing this defense play. Those, linebackers filling the hole, making a tackle.
It's interesting we're applauding a 5-yard gain.
That's where we're at right now, Mark, unfortunately.
Yeah.
This is a misdirection
Inside
play.
handoff to Muldoon. Gets the corner.
Muldoon.
That's a
Flag on the play. Muldoon's in the touchdown.
That was a late flag. I don't even think that
Flag
needed
on
to
the
happen.
play. Holding.
They probably didn't need any
West
advantage,
Boylston.
but a break that Littleton will take for sure.
Yeah, 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul.
Yeah, especially on a touchdown.
Yeah.
Bring up second down and about 16
So
for the
misdirection is the
line.
last thing Littleton needs right now, the way that they're trying to flow to the ball. Since they're, no one's able to make the tackle or fill the voids, everybody's going to react to the first thing, and a misdirection is a perfect call right there. So great call by the coach of West Boylston. Good break for Littleton.
It is. So that'll be 2nd and 15 yards for West Boylston. As we said, West Boylston came in 6-1, Littleton 1-6. They look like mirror opposites. They're black and white out there for the uniforms, and the records are also reversed. Oh, ball's on the ground.
Come on the play. Recovered by Connor Muldoon.
So 3-yard loss there to be 3rd and long. So misdirection there that backfired. Soon we're going to see them go right back to pounding the ball the way it was going before.
Yeah.
We'll bring up third
Getting a little
down.
too tricky.
Again, this is,
About 18 for the Lions.
unless they want to work on their punting game too, I don't think we're going to see too many from West Boylston tonight. The other thing is, they've had a good rivalry, West Boylston and Littleton, over the years, and Littleton is, it's been back and forth. They've had great games.
Whistle on the play. Timeout, West
But
Boylston.
for the most part, Littleton has had their number.
Yeah.
And I remember probably 4 years ago, West Boylston beat them for the first time in a long time, and you would have thought it was a Super Bowl for them.
Yeah. Littleton was a powerhouse for, a good 10-year stretch there, beating teams regularly by the reverse of what's happening to Littleton now. To have them be on the other end of the spectrum is a shock, certainly for a lot of people, but I'm sure West Boylston remembers those games and, probably not expecting it to be such an easy game so far. The referees are all having a conference there in the middle of the field, not sure what they're talking about, but I know that the coach was for West Boylston, Coach Mike Lukes, who was losing his mind before he called that timeout, so I'm not exactly sure. They must have been discussing something because he didn't like what he had seen out there in the field.
Wow, they're going
Line
backwards
ball
the
on
last two
49-yard
plays.
line. Forward back to pass.
Deep pass, he's got a
open.
guy wide open,
Muldoon.
and he's in for the score.
Touchdown, Lions!
Muldoon.
Connor Muldoon, number 20
That's
for
a
the touchdown.
49-yard touchdown strike from Luke Foley to Connor Muldoon.
There's two defenders over there, but he had about a 5-yard lead over them.
That's what it looks like when a quarterback has time, can step into a throw, can lead the passer, lead the receiver. You know, Gregory's regularly, DeShane has been on his back heel trying to throw the ball. You leave that ball hanging out to the right, you underthrow it. That was a perfect lead for the touchdown for West Boylston.
And it is good. Brings the score to West Boylston 29, Littleton 0, 6:27 remaining.
So
in the second quarter.
29-0.
Maybe your mom's bad luck.
I'm going to let her know that. She'll love that.
I had a good feeling coming into this game, and I don't know now.
Yeah. Maybe it's, for next week, I'm guessing. But, they knew, talking to the players, they knew that this team was very good. They knew this team was stacked exactly how Littleton has got their weakness at on the line of scrimmage, unfortunately, and knew that they had big running backs that can run the ball. Injuries are really crushing Littleton. Like you said, they're very thin already. But here we are, 29-0 here with 6.5 left to play here in the first half.
And just to let our viewers know that we will not be covering the two intermediate games before Thanksgiving, but we do plan on doing Thanksgiving. So it's tough over there in Air because they don't have indoor accommodations for us. Ball is bobbled, but then picked up. Oh, nice shake off.
2, Evan Mano.
Keep on his
away.
feet. He's going to get a good gain out of this. Oh, he's shoved out of bounds.
Big return by Evan Mano.
Yeah, so that little bobble there gave the impression that they were just going to get easily tackled. And Evan Mano broke out for a nice gain there, getting the ball on the other side of the crooked 50-yard line.
They've had pretty good returns tonight, at least 20, 30-yard returns. That one was a little bit more, but all right, just across midfield, DeShane gives it to Maurice. Maurice has a lot of room over there.
Nice block on the edge by number 7, Teddy Hunt, too.
A good 15-yard jaunt there.
Excellent gain by number 1, Brian
Chased
Maurice
down
there
behind
for first
by
down.
Ruoff.
Deepest penetration since that first drive. With a first and goal.
I don't know if that was designed for him to just sprint outside like that or if it was one of those up the middle things, but we'll take it. Still first and 10.
Same play again. This time West Boylston is up to the challenge for about a yard gain.
Yeah, and a hard-fought yard at that.
Tackle made by Connor Muldoon.
Connor Muldoon's name
No
is being
pickup on the
called
play. Opening up second
all
down
over the place
10
tonight,
for the
having a
Tigers.
great game on both sides of the ball.
Mm-hmm. All right.
So if this is the pass,
Second
the ball
and
needs
9.
to come out of the hand real quick. Another run here to Mark Frisoli.
Flag on the play. Carried by Mark Fasoli.
Yeah, we'll see what this looks like. It's
Mark came
Holding
up a little
on
wobbly
Littleton.
there, limping over to the sideline.
We're going to turn that penalty from spot to foul.
he's not happy.
Nope. That's Mark Frisoli all the time on the football field. He plays with a lot of emotion.
Kim
Chip on the
Gosling in
shoulder
for the
constantly.
Lions.
Holding on Littleton there. He's going to back him up second and about 22 now. Certainly not what we wanted to see after a nice first down gain by Brian Maurice.
Now, here's a question. Is Littleton in 4-down territory?
I don't know. I think it's hurting us punting the ball here. I think going for it at this point is only going to give them more opportunities.
Second down, about 23.
Get chances to get first downs because, the punt's barely making it past what would be the first down marker. So why not throw it up there and try to gain the first down? Number 7.
It's going to be a false start
a
on
little
the
early
offense.
there.
Be 5 more yards. They'll bring up second down and about 27 now.
So back to right where they started the drive here. Second in a country mile.
See if it's a quick pass. Nope.
Shane's pass is incomplete.
That didn't look like the same
They'll be
play.
up third down.
Yeah,
for the Tigers.
miscommunication there between
Teddy Hunt
Gregory
was
Deshane
going.
and Teddy Hunt.
Was going
yeah.
deep.
Yeah, Gregory Deshane was expecting a
Slant-
in route,
a
and
slant in, yeah.
he just kept going. So they're going to bring him back in, Mark Frisoli. Looks like number 1 Brian Maurice will be the quarterback here for what I would imagine would be another option play.
Although I did see Maurice throw in some little hitch screens. Look for that little. Oh. Zoli gets tackled by the 8 out of the 11 players for West Boylston.
Oh boy, so they will be punting again here.
By
So.
Frisoli. I'll bring up 4th down for the Tigers.
Unless it's a fake punt.
45-yard line.
I love it. I love the idea.
I do too. You really got nothing to lose.
You don't.
A little trick formation here. It's the kind of stuff when you. Nope, you can still punt it.
Decent punt. He's going to roll around and run. He's going to let it go.
Ah, that's great. All the way down to the 5-yard line. Good punt.
There's
The flag on the play. After a Broncos punt is down.
Looks like it's going to be against the defense since everybody's moving downfield.
Personal foul
Oh,
on the kicking team and on the receiving team. Offset.
offsetting penalties. Looks
We'll
like
go
someone,
with first down.
probably a
and
couple
10
players.
for
I didn't
Lions.
see
I
it.
think
We'll
it's
probably
still
get into
Frisoli again. I think he needs to go back on the bench. Cool off.
Your
at least he
second
drew it from
quarter
their side as well.
Mo
So.
Edwards scoreboard, sponsored by the United Way.
So it's not offsetting penalties. It's just on Littleton.
Wilbury 34,
So he puts 15
Nipmuc
yards
0,
more
starting the
here.
second quarter. St.
nice
Bernard
punt.
6, Northbridge 0.
To not
South
start the ball.
14, Auburn 6.
21-yard line.
Leominster 6, Shrewsbury 0. Marlboro 7, Westboro 7.
Frustration abound on the Littleton side of the ball.
Oakmont Chipmunks 13, Middlesex 6.
People get frustrated,
Murdoch
especially when
6,
you care a whole
Shirley
lot.
6.
So it's
Grafton
definitely
12,
disappointing.
Shepherd Hill 7.
You want them to keep their cool, but you can't blame these guys anyway, these kids either, because they just keep getting drubbed regularly.
Humphrey on the carry.
It's number 5
Pick
on
up
Humphrey
about
again.
14. Good for the Lions.
Got a
First
15-yard
down.
pickup by Woodward.
The rest of your out-of-town scores on the Mo Edwards update. Amesbury 32, Pentucket 0 at the half. Cohasset 21, East Bridgewater 0.
Scores from outside.
West Bridgewater
Way outside the
28,
area.
Bristol Plymouth Tech 14, and Drury 8, Monument Mountain 0.
All right, first 10 tight formation. Give is right up the middle. Bodies flying everywhere.
61
Humphrey on the carry.
tackle. Bobby
Pick up
Humphrey's going to
about
have
12.
about
Good
180
for the
yards rushing
Lions.
so far.
First down. Reminder before the concession
Do you want
stand
the
gets
bad
filled
news?
up or sold
That's
out.
bad news.
Head on up.
Yes.
Get your snack before the halftime rush.
McNamara, number 2,
Located on the
he's only a
backside
junior.
of the
Oh boy. Well, he's having a heck of a
Press
good
box.
night here for West
Come on and
Boylston.
support the cheerleaders. We have some competitions this weekend.
I didn't think there was going to be any more bad news, Mark.
Give is to
Kenny
McNamara.
McNamara inside handoff.
Yeah, he's
Breaks the
caught.
tackle.
Oh, he just slowed up.
McNamara in for the touchdown. Lions.
Well,
That's a
this is
52-yard
one of the
touchdown
baddest
run by
you
Jamie
can imagine
McNamara.
here. 35-0 with 2.5 to play.
We will get that running clock in the second half.
Yeah, earlier than usual too.
Maybe you can make it to trunk or treat after all.
Yeah, they are showing a movie out there on the middle school field, and it should go to about 9 o'clock. So maybe we will make it for the end.
McNamara on for the extra point. Pick is up. And the kick is
No
no
good.
good.
Wow.
So there's a break.
That could be the difference when Littleton
Yes.
comes back.
They're going to wish they had that extra point back late in the game here, the way Littleton's going to take the second half on. But hey, a nice little drive here, get some points on the board, get a little confidence, they get the ball back in the second half, maybe have another nice drive, maybe make this thing, not look so bad on the scoreboard.
I do want to talk about a couple other sports teams at Littleton High School. First of all, the girls' soccer team, they won their first 2 rounds of the Central Mass tournament. Thursday night, they played an overtime thriller. It was 2-1. They won in a shootout. So they're still undefeated, right into the playoff season.
Yeah,
So
I heard it was a 4-3 on the penalty shot. So,
Yeah.
wish I went to that game. It sounded like it must have been pretty, exciting.
yeah,
It's good to have that. The girls,
It is.
having such a powerhouse team with Littleton football having a hard year. So I know a lot of these guys on the team go to those games every chance they get. So supporting each other. And
field hockey's doing well too. They're still in the playoffs. Actually, I think they might have. I won't say if they won or lost, but I know they won their first playoff game. I'm not sure about the second.
Kickoff received by Littleton. Maurice on the return.
Maurice gets about 12 yards on that return.
Tackle made by number
let's
62,
see if
Jake
they're going to go
O'Brien.
conservative and try to run the clock out here and just take this 35-0 deficit into the half, or they're going to try.
Special shout out to the chain crew tonight. Thank
At
you for
halftime, we will
volunteering.
not be bringing cheerleaders or band
Best
or anything else.
looking clip girl in the
So if
country.
you're watching this replay, you'll just go right into the third quarter. So
Back to number 8. Oh boy, what a pop!
let me guess, number 20.
Maurice on the carry.
22.
Wrapped up quick by Christian Dufo. I'll bring up second down and
Christian
10.
Dufault. So that was number.
Number 10.
No, Dufault is number 32.
There he is. Yeah, that was a good hit.
That was a
Just a
pop.
quick announcement. Anybody lost their phone? It's at the concession stand. If you can describe it, it's
Meanwhile,
yours.
Calling out for a
Phone
lost
in
phone.
the snack
Every
shack,
person
it
in
was
the
found.
audience reaches in their pocket
Yeah.
in relief to find their phone. What would we do without them, Mark?
I don't know. Mine's still landline. All right.
A little shuffle pass.
Double pass. Tackled out of
Two,
bounds.
Evaniano. Little trickery there. Gained about
Complete
5,
to
6, 7
Evaniano.
yards there.
Dufo
Almost
folded on the tackle.
disastrous though, because that ball was going right into the ground.
A reminder, concession stands got candy, chips,
That was interesting
drinks, hot,
because
cold,
it was one of those
pizza,
options
and
where you
this is
pull it out of the
Riley's
guy's
meatballs.
gut at the last
Don't
second.
be scared away.
But then he
She used to be
changed it
Italian.
into another little
Makes the green meatball.
shovel pass. That was, I don't know if that was by
Head on
design,
up
but it
there.
worked.
Support the cheerleaders.
Yeah, Brian Reese at quarterback here again. Nice run by number 5, Mark Frizzoli. Nice cut up field.
Gets a
Facility
first down.
carry.
First down here.
Pick up
42
of
seconds
about
left in the
7.
half.
That's good for a Tigers first down.
See if they let the clock run out, if they decide to make one more play out of it.
Now's the time to throw the bomb up to Teddy.
Yeah, I'm not seeing Brian Reese throw the ball. I don't know how far he can huck it downfield, but
Has he
certainly not as far
you ever
as
seen him
Frederick
play quarterback before?
no, not ever. Not since on all the levels of play that they've been in.
Come on the play.
Fumble,
Facility falls on it.
handoff, and that's going to go to the half here. Well, it's
We have second down. at about
35-0 West
13.
Boylston here at the half,
And that's the end of the half.
Assets the ball.
West Boylston 35, Littleton 0.
We'll have a running clock going in the second half, more than
Stay
likely.
tuned for
But here
your
we
cheerleaders.
are in West Boylston with the team struggling again. But we're going to catch you guys in the third quarter. Mark, you good?
Yeah, I'm good. So, yeah, we'll see you. We'll take a break here, and we'll see you back at the start of the third quarter. All right, welcome back to the second half. Littleton Tigers versus the West Boylston Lions. It is 35-0, and we'll trudge on here in the second half, John, and we'll see what Littleton can do for adjustments. You know, at halftime, see what they came up with, any more fancy plays that they can pull out, because they seem to have West Boylston a little bit on their heels the first drive anyway.
Yeah, they looked good on that first drive. They made some nice big plays, and hope they would build off of that momentum of having a nice first drive. But things have gotten progressively worse on the offensive side of the ball. But they're going to get the ball here. Just thinking to myself at halftime how grateful I am that we're not going to be televising the next 2 games.
Yeah.
But maybe those will be the best 2 games of the year. They should be matched up against 2 teams that are like opponents that have similar seasons, and you know,
We're back for the second half
maybe it'll
kickoff.
be the most exciting
Junior
game of the year.
McNamara
Credit.
on the kick.
All right, here we go. Second half is underway. Maurice.
Trying to catch that edge.
Maurice on the return. Tackle made by John Ruas.
Did a good job to run by a couple guys.
John
And
Ruas with the tackle.
Littleton will start on their 27-yard line.
So trying to see, we got Gregory Shane back behind center here at quarterback.
You can see he's got the big grass stain on his back from being plowed into.
Yeah,
He's taken some hits
really
tonight.
popped a couple times on, a sack. A couple times he got rid of the ball, just got rid of it, and got popped as well.
There's your favorite play.
Ruas on the carry.
It's not surprising anybody anymore on the first play, even though it did work last time on that first play where they got a 20-yard gain out of it. But
Tackle made by Aiden Hamilton.
I feel like Littleton's just trying to get that clock running, get the ball, get out of here without any injuries. And
Who's the big guy for West Boylston there? Oh, no, wait, that's the telephone pole. It's right in the middle of the shop.
Yeah, it's tough for TV over here. Not designed for it. I'm sure they're not getting a lot of televised games. Nothing nationally, that's for sure.
I was saying how good the lights were here. It's very bright. That's because they've got the poles right there.
Right on top
the
of
field.
the
Pick up about 1 for Littleton.
Well, 3rd and 7.
Looks
Third
like
and
a
8.
looks like a
Ruas on the
homemade
carry,
job.
wrapped up by Humphrey.
Yes.
They got the electric
Bring up
light
third down
department
and
coming
about
in.
8.
The local guys putting the wooden poles up.
Yep, that's old school right there.
It is.
3rd and long. Let's see what Littleton does here if they decide to try to air it out and get the first down. Back to Brian Maurice for 2 yards in a cloud of dust.
Short gain on the play.
Fourth
Well.
down. 6. Looks like they're going to go for it.
I think they're going to try to
Maybe a pooch punt here.
probably. Yeah. No one's back for them, so they might as well.
Yep. They just jumped offside, so they're
Flag on
going
the play.
to 5 more yards. Not enough for a first down yet, though. But it'll be 4th and short here. Manageable
Offsides on the
opportunity to get the
defense.
first down.
Pick up about 5 on that penalty. We'll still bring up 4th down.
All
I
right,
guess they're
so
going to try to get him to jump again. What were you going to say, Mark?
well, I was going to say, I didn't expect them to go for it.
Well, like you said earlier, nothing to lose here at this point.
And a pass. Oh, it's blotted down.
Change pass knocked down.
And
Nice play by J.J. McNamara.
Although now it's saying
Turnover
fourth
on
down.
downs.
It went third down. Whoever's on the marker did fourth down. Now they're back to first down. Okay. I thought it was fourth down. I was
Give the
like guy on
ball
the
to the
sticks.
Lions. First
Messed
down.
with my head a little bit.
No, it was. It
Tigers,
was
36-yard line.
It was a hopeful suggestion of if I maybe could have tried to will that one my way, it would have been nice.
Yeah.
And West Boylston's coming out with all their starters here, so
very
they're not
short
letting
field,
up yet.
35-yard line.
There you
Oh,
go.
good stop there. For maybe a yard.
That's Mark Frisoli who made the penetration, made the first hit. And a nice job for Littleton for a 1-yard gain. So it's going to be 2nd and 9. Clock is running. 9 minutes left in the third quarter. And they're running that misdirection formation they've been using so much here with that 3 in the backfield. Sweep run to number 2.
Ruas on the carry.
Oh boy,
It's outside.
another penalty here though on West Boylston.
That's the
It's gonna
corner.
get in the end zone.
Touchdown, Ruas. There's a flag on the play.
On Ruas with a touchdown, but
Holding
they're hold
on the
against West
Lions.
Boylston.
I'll bring it back. From
I got to work a little bit of
the
technical
ball.
difficulties here.
Yeah, no problem. I got you over here for that time being. So
Lions.
it's going to be a hold on the line of scrimmage there by West Boylston. They're going to lose 10 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 19. So, Littleton had some penetration in the middle of the line there. They had an opportunity to tackle him in the backfield, but he got away. I'm guessing that holding penalty was part of the reason. And it'll be 2nd and 20. This is all about having pride here. Littleton's going to have, something to hang their hat on. Make some plays, make some tackles here. Number 7, the quarterback.
Rice on the keeper.
Connor Rice is getting held up.
Pick up of about 3.
4-yard gain. Looks like Evan Montgomery, number 55, is in on the tackle, as long as half of the Littleton defensive team there. 3rd and about 17 from the 42-yard line. How we doing, Mark? We good?
Yeah, we're good. So we said all year long that, Littleton Tigers, they don't
Bring
quit.
up 3rd down about 17.
They may
for the
get beat
Lions.
on plays or whatever, but they're still fighting.
Yeah.
They don't, I've never seen them just give up. So, every down that they're in, they're fighting.
Back to number 5, Bobby Humphrey. And held
McNamara on
up
the carry.
after about a 7-yard gain and pushed
Wrapped
backwards.
up by a host of Tigers on the play.
That was number 14,
A pick up of about 10.
Nick Brooks.
I'll bring up 4th down and
He's
9.
a sophomore with the tackle, along with number 5, Mark Frisoli, number 10.
A reminder this weekend, you can
Fourth
come
and
support the
9
varsity cheerleaders on Saturday
Fourth
at
and 9,
Munich
this
High
would be a
School at
nice
10:45
stop for
a.m.
them if they could do
And
it,
on Sunday at Shepherdville
especially
Regional
given the short field
at
situation.
12 p.m. You can also kick off the celebration tonight as you wish a happy 14th birthday to Grace Kaminsky.
Pitch.
Sweep left, and there's nobody there on the edge at all for Littleton.
Ruas with the carry around
They
the
got the
corner.
first down. There's number 4, John Ruas.
Pick up of about 10 on the play.
First
Good
down.
for the Lions. First down.
So they're, they're clogging up the inside. They go outside. They get the first down.
You know that expression, bend but don't break?
We've talked about that a few times this year. And they did that a couple times early, but they've
There's
been
been
breaking
a lot of bending and there's been a lot of breaking.
A lot of bending, a lot of breaking.
Yeah.
Again, West Boylston has all their starters out. They haven't let off the gas pedals, so you'd expect them to maybe this will be their last drive for them. That's
Muldoon
number
on the
22,
carry.
McNamara again. Number 61, Joey Taylor.
Stopped by number 61, Joey Taylor.
What year is Taylor?
Taylor is a sophomore or junior. He's definitely, I know he's not a senior. He's a junior. One of the very few juniors on the team.
Good sized kid.
No JV game on Monday. Just too thin at all the positions right now for them to bring out any JV players to work on anything. So they won't be playing West Boylston on Monday, unfortunately.
Bobby Humphrey on the carry.
Humphrey.
Touchdown, Lions! Bobby Humphrey. 22-yard touchdown run.
Just too easy for them.
5:15 in the third quarter.
Clock is stopped. Expected it to kind of run here at this point, but not yet. Be nice to see West Boylston show a little sportsmanship and maybe bring in some of their second and third string players instead of running up the score at this point.
I'll have to remember
McNamara
back
on
to
for
Coach
extra
Lynn
point.
and see if he did that, because, you know, if he didn't do it, that the memory is long.
And the kick
You know,
is
when you
no good.
Yeah, anytime you got beat and the other team didn't let off the gas pedal, you remember that next
And
time you're out
score
there
two.
against them.
West
And
Boylston
return the favor
31.
whenever you get a chance to. So
Littleton
I
0.
can see that happening. I can understand it, and if that was the case. But you know, being a parent of one of the
Mo
players you want to
Edwards
see,
scoreboard update
you know,
brought to you by the United Way. Millville
show a little
48,
mercy at some
Nipmuc
point.
0.
You know, but there's only
St.
60
Barnabas
minutes a
6,
week. They
Northbrook
practice all
0.
week.
South
All these
14,
guys,
Auburn
all these
6 at the
seniors on
half.
senior night.
Leominster 6,
You know, it's hard to
Shrewsbury
ask
0
them
at
to
the
like
half.
yield to the younger
Marlboro,
players. This is their
Westboro,
own chance to
7-7.
play their last home
Oakmont
game.
13,
Their
North
moms
Middlesex
and dads
6.
and the audience.
And Grafton 19, Shepherd Hill 7.
You know, as much as I'd love them to do that, I also understand why they do not at the
Right.
same time.
Updated out-of-town scores: Amesbury 40, Pentucket 0, West Bridgewater 35, Bristol Plymouth Tech 14.
Gonna have to, you know, get Hurdle to start doing the out-of-town scores.
I guess so.
McNamara to kick off.
It's
Good kick out of bounds. There'll be a flag on the play.
Procedure call here. Look at the ball at the 40.
Well, the record hasn't been great this year, but it's been fun broadcasting the games. As always, we enjoy doing it. We hope that the
Littleton takes
students
the penalty and
enjoy
have
watching
the
it,
Lions
with their
free kick.
families, and they
Be
can,
about 5 yards back.
grandma down in Florida can watch it too, and all sorts of people,
Yeah.
military people, people around the world, and that's kind of why we do it. So
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. I really appreciate you inviting me up this year to do it. Certainly, you know, when you're watching games on Sunday, Saturdays, college, I think I could do that. Not as easy as it looks
no, it's
or
not.
sounds.
But then again, they've got a lot of people in their head telling them the numbers and the spotters and
Yeah.
stats, and so they're not coming up with all that stuff themselves. Maurice finds a little room on the outside. He gets
Ooh, a
tackled
late
late.
hit out of bounds by number 32.
Reese on the return.
So they're getting
flag
another
on the
15
play.
yards after that.
Tackled out of bounds.
Late hit. That is Christian Dufault with the late hit there. Brian Reese was about 3 yards out of bounds. before
Holding
he
on
wrapped him
Littleton
up.
on the return.
Wow, a hold on Littleton. Apparently that was not a late hit.
It'll
It
be
looked
10
like a late
yards
hit to
from the
me.
spawn of the foul.
So they're going to lose about 20 yards of that because they had it
I
at
think
the
the
40.
out of bounds is the telephone pole.
It must have been on that because he was tackled about 3 yards out of bounds.
Yeah.
So they must have missed that when he was reaching for his flag there. But, you know, West Boylston needs some breaks here, I guess. So they got one there.
Yeah, they need some breaks, right?
Here's a perfect obstructed view spot right here as well. That the pole is right where the football is for me. So well, the clock is not running either here. So it must be a fourth quarter thing, I'm guessing.
I did talk to the referee who was doing the clock. He said that 42 points in the third quarter, 30 points to start the fourth.
Interesting. That makes sense. Well, if you're not doing something Sunday, we got our adult flag football playoffs on Sunday morning at Alumni Field. So come down and, we usually we average about 1.5 fans a week.
Complete to Bano.
So if you're not doing anything,
Wrapped
come
up
down
on the third
and check
loss
us
of
out.
about
See
3.
how.
Maybe we'll broadcast that live.
Well, we are playing Under the Lights next Saturday night, November 5th.
Wow.
We're actually going to have the youth flag football grades 3 through 5 semifinal and championships, followed by the championship game and consolation game of the adults. So it's going to be like a night. Come down and watch some nice flag football under the lights at Alumni Field. So
Cool, great.
I'm trying to get you guys to televise it for a few years, Mark.
I know. Well, we might just do that. Oh, good cut by Maurice. Look at him
Great
sprint.
block by number 7.
Oh, he's juking all over the place.
Nice pick up on the play.
And no flags. What do you know?
Yeah. Fantastic job by Brian Maurice.
Foul
to use
tackled
number
by
7 and
Connor
number
Muldoon.
11, John Woodward.
Nice
and
pick
Kenny
up on the
Hunt,
play.
where he was cutting inside.
I'll give the Tigers
Runners were on
first
the
down and
inside
10
edge
from their own
of the
40-yard line.
receivers, and they made the block, and Brian Maurice went around them to gain an extra 10 yards there.
That was good. I know this is a sports telecast, but there are some town events coming up. This Tuesday is town meeting, 7 o'clock at the Charles K Auditorium, which is also known as, or gymnasium, the middle school gym.
I did not know it was called the Charles K Auditorium.
Yes, it's named after Charles K,
Can't
longtime
keep on the
town
play.
moderator in town.
I never knew that.
And
Well,
then,
Yeah, say come down, because you know
Wrapped up on the
what?
play.
People complain about what happens in town. Everybody has a chance to vote. It's one of the few places that still do like a majority vote by voice.
Yeah, it's a town open town meeting where there's no representatives. It's just everybody shows up.
Yeah, come down, and get your voice heard. You have a voice, you have a vote, you have a say in what happens in Littleton.
Tackle was made by
Come
Evan
down and
Wilson.
support or not support things you're for and against.
Yeah, it's not a very controversial town meeting this time around. Not any really big articles. Big throwdowns.
Almost picked off
Change
on
pass.
20.
Incomplete.
Yeah, 20.
Knocked down by Connor Muldoon.
Connor Muldoon again.
But they will be discussing whether to ban plastic bags in Littleton. So that's.
What do you think? What's your take on that?
I think if people are responsible with plastic bags, then they can be recycled and they can be reused. And it's the people, unfortunately, who throw them out in the woods.
Yeah. Oh no!
Change pass incomplete.
Poor
Great
Teddy
throw.
Hunt. That's two now that he's dropped in. Just as I was telling how sure-handed he was, but
Yes.
he is sure-handed. I shouldn't say that.
Yeah, that's 4th and long. That was going to get the first down. Deshane hit him right on the numbers, and again another drop.
They are going for it for 4th down and 11.
Same play, and
Tucked it
they're
in
going to
there.
say he caught it,
Pass
and
incomplete.
They gave it to him.
yeah, because it almost
Oh,
looked like
no,
that's a
Now
first down.
this is where that 50-yard line is going to
that
come in
crooked
key.
line. Yeah, it take a little bit of a right-hand turn there, just enough for
They're
the first
going to
down.
give it to him.
Yeah, it almost looked like the ball skipped as it got closer.
Yeah. I don't know if you
Yeah.
can tell that on TV, but
Yeah,
the-
I'd be interested to watch that replay there because that looked like it skipped to him. But you know what? We need the breaks, and that's one we'll take. We'll take them all.
This could be the comeback, the greatest comeback ever in Littleton history. Maurice sprints to the outside, gets a nice head of steam.
And I say this in my
Another
corner
first down.
league every time we're down
Made
20 to
by
nothing,
Brian Smith.
15 to nothing. I always say the same thing. You can't
Oh,
have the
big pickup
greatest
for the
comeback of all
Tigers.
time if you're not down by a lot.
That's right.
That's
You
the
can't-
first chapter of that story.
Yes, it is.
But a nice 15-yard gain by Brian Maurice there.
Yesterday was the anniversary of the Red Sox breaking the curse and winning the World Series back in 2004.
Where were you?
I was right at home watching it, screaming my brains out.
Oh, what a moment that was, wasn't it?
It sure was.
And that's Zach Milner, number 10, for another big game.
Wow.
I was at
Zach
20
Milner on the
Nichols. It's a bar in Watertown that was a sponsor. My wife Claire at the time, she was pregnant.
Looks like that'll bring up
Thomas,
second
who's
down and
playing right here.
one for the
Wow.
Tigers.
And we had to put her behind the bar to protect her because of the chaos that was coming. It was a really fun night.
It was a
I'll never
fun
forget
night.
it. And all the pain and suffering we went through for all those years, and
Yep.
you had more of the pain and suffering as you're just a little bit older than I am. It was worth it in that moment, wasn't it?
It sure was. And the way they did it, beating the Yankees, being down 3-0, and
Amazing. Absolutely amazing.
that was good.
Number 10, Zach Milner again.
Miller on the
Have you ever
carry.
seen the little documentary Faith Rewarded?
Yes, I have seen Faith.
That's
Rewarded.
great.
There's another great one on.
I don't
Yes.
cry at like
Pickup of about 3.
romantic comedies, but I cried at that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I am a crier. You can ask anybody. And I cried when the Red Sox won the World Series.
Yeah?
I cried at Super Bowl 49 when Malcolm Butler made that interception.
I'm crying right now at this game.
Been crying all season, Mark.
Yeah.
Been crying all
Down at
It's
season.
true.
We peaked at week 2 with that win
Yeah.
against Quabbin.
Well, no, the Tigers are driving here. We got second down. Maurice, good again, scrambling down.
Nice run. Looks like he's going to get the first down.
Maurice on
Maybe
the
if
carry.
he's just shy.
Is
They're
this
calling a first down already.
Is this still the West Boylston
That's
first
good for
team
a little
defense?
bit.
I'm
First
not
down.
sure. I'm trying to see the players. It looks like they're not. I'm not seeing the same numbers as they had earlier. But we'll take wherever we can get here as that ends the third quarter. So we'll see a running clock here in the second half once they snap the ball.
I see number 20 on the side.
And that's the end of the
That's,
third quarter.
Jamie
Muldoon, Connor Muldoon, who
yes.
was all over the place, so he's on the sideline.
Your score, West Boylston 41, Littleton
All right.
0.
Well,
12
according
minutes
to the
remaining here
referee,
in
my
the
referee
fourth quarter.
sources, the clock will be running on the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I think we'll be talking about a lot of great Boston sports memories.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
But,
Have you watched any of the World Series this year?
I have not. Well, World Series game 1 is tonight. So Phillies,
okay.
Astros. So
That's tonight.
who are you
Gotcha.
pulling for?
I would like the Phillies to win.
Me as well. Yeah, a lot of Philadelphia ties in my family.
Usually I'm an American League guy, but who likes the Astros?
Nobody. Nobody. I
They're-
don't even
they're
think
like
people in
the
Houston
pa-
like him anymore.
They're like the Patriots of the
Yeah.
baseball world.
Yeah, people keep calling them cheaters.
Exactly,
They keep
that's-
winning.
Your
So they
fourth
redeem
quarter
themselves.
scoreboard brought to you by Mike Foley's Dentist. Half off teeth for your sign-ups during Halloween.
All right,
No philosophy
first
on
down
teeth. The more you lose, the less you have to brush.
from
Great place
the
to go.
15, just inside the 15-yard line here. Littleton putting together a good drive.
See if they can finish it off here. Be nice to get a score early here in the fourth quarter rather than the last play of the game, which has been a little bit of a trend lately.
High snap, quick throw out.
Evan Mano, little wide receiver.
Stepped out of
screen.
bounds there.
Gained about a yard.
Evan Bano steps out of bounds.
2 yards. Second and 8.
Trying to
Update
think
scores. Valley Tech 14, Assabet 14.
if this is the
fourth
only
quarter.
natural
Monty
grass
Tech
field we
38,
played on all
Abercrombie
year.
0.
No, Clinton was natural grass.
Millbury 48, Nipmuc 6.
It's a little swing pattern. Waited a little long to get rid of it.
Incomplete pass. Pass batted down by number 61,
Even if
Cam
he gets the
Goslin.
ball to Brian Maurice there, he's going to get hit right away. So
First 3 games were at home. That's turf.
turf.
South
Then we
14,
went to,
Auburn 6. St. Bernard's
Lunenburg.
46,
That's
Northbridge
turf.
6.
Then we went to
Pittsburgh 16, Doherty 7 at
Yes.
that. That's a final.
If I remember.
Wachusett 7,
That was
Algonquin
grass, yeah.
0 at the
Okay.
half. Leominster 6,
Maybe it
Shrewsbury
wasn't.
0.
Tingsboro was turf.
Oh, he's got John Woodward there, and he
Oh.
did not make the
James
pass.
pass incomplete. That'll bring up fourth down for the
Little
Tigers.
short.
Yeah, they're little low passes. They're hard to come up
Yeah.
with,
Yeah, I would have liked to have seen Gregory stop, drive the ball there. He's kind of had some happy feet before he got rid of that ball.
Tell you,
Marlboro 28, Westboro 7.
John Woodward, we had a
Hudson 35, Groton Dunstable 0.
fourth and goal, 4th and 8
I
here.
saw him in warm-ups. He was hitting all the
That's the
passes.
throw right
Oh,
there.
Pass Pass
You
incomplete.
got to come up with that catch
That's a
there.
turnover on downs. West Boylston's ball, first down and 10 from their own 13-yard line.
It bounced right off his helmet.
It did.
Incomplete.
He did. I think he knows it too.
Oakmont 13, North Middlesex 12, fourth quarter.
Oh, that could have been a squandered opportunity there.
Yeah,
Out of town update, Amesbury 46,
Well,
Pawtucket
it's the second
6.
time they've been down in.
West Bridgewater 35.
Well, the other time was
Tech
they
21.
stalled at the 5.
Yeah.
This time they stalled at the 12 or 13-yard line.
So you were a Bailey Zappi guy or you were a Mac Jones guy?
I did enjoy watching Zappi that couple of weeks, but I think he needs more time. So I think I'd go with Mac Jones.
Yeah, we were at the game. In fact, we had a big
Simpson on the
Middleton High
carry.
School contingent to the point where Coach had to
Tackled by
rearrange
Brian
practice. We had about 10 of the seniors
Wow.
at the game, and the crowd was going Bailey Zappi chant there. They brought him in. He brought him out, gave him 2 quick touchdowns. It was thinking that was it. Mac Jones was done.
Yep.
And then things kind of flopped to the other side, and now Mac Jones is going to start this week. I think that was a little cut, lightning in the bottle there. Oh no, 24.
Renzoni on the carry, breaks loose.
Dominic Renzoni, the nice breaking. This is their backups too, and
Taylor's
having
feet.
just the same success as the
Big
starters.
pickup by Dominic Renzoni. Good for the Lions. First down.
About a 60-yard gain there. And that was just broken tackles right there. That's all that was. Because they had him bottled up. He just made another couple of nice plays and broke free.
You notice on the West Boylston roster, there's quite a few 8th graders. I was talking to the lady in the snack shack, very nice woman. Her son plays,
Egan up the middle.
he's in 8th grade.
Pick up
And I
about
said, oh,
10.
do you think
Good for
if
the
it's a
Lions.
blowout
First
tonight, do you
down.
think he'll be in? And she said, I hope not. He's only 110 pounds, and
Yeah.
he's just not ready.
Yeah, and my son Christopher Gazan's an 8th grader, and I'm totally fine with not seeing him get any action in these games.
Yeah, I mean, there's a big difference in size and speed and strength between 8th grade and 9th, 10th, 11th grade. You see how it is. The kids go home at 8th grade break, they come back for school, and they've grown 3-4 inches over the
Voice
summer.
has changed. They got a mustache.
Yeah.
They got a wife and kids.
Touchdown,
There's a
Lions.
flag
David
there
Egan.
on that run right up the middle.
Flag on the
A
play.
little resistance. It's going to be a
Very late flag.
holding. on
Interesting.
West Boylston. Yeah, it's almost like he
Holding on the
back
Lions.
Middleton threw that flag.
It'll bring it back.
Yeah.
It'll be first down and goal.
You
from
notice the
20-yard
clock's still
line.
running here.
Yeah, 7 minutes left here, 7.5. So it'll be first and goal from the 16.
So like I said, our plan is to do Thanksgiving game over an air, but it'll be weather dependent. I mean, one year it was going to snow, and it's not good for the cameras, or the
No.
camera guy, or the
Or
announcers.
Kaz, who melts in the,
Exactly.
as soon as it gets below 32 degrees, he does not do well.
Yeah.
Same play, except this
Egan
time
with the
Middleton makes the
carry.
tackle.
Pick up of about 4.
So second and goal from the 12.
Yeah, that was number 77, Yakish Patel, a senior, getting some action and a tackle there. He's one of the seniors you don't hear a lot about, but he got a nice little tackle there for a short game.
Yeah, we normally don't call out too many defensive plays because, well, frankly, there haven't been too many.
No, and Littleton's got a lot of their backups in here too as well, so giving some younger guys a chance. Pretty much like the JV game is happening right now.
Well, that's good because you said they weren't going to have one. So
Exactly. You know what? I changed my mind. I'd love to see Chris come in
We
for a
got
play.
third down and
Be
9.
interested to see him out there for a varsity snap. It'd be cool.
Special
What
shout
number is
out
he?
to all
He's
the
number 70.
parents, members, and volunteers of the
I
West
see him
Boylston
standing
Athletic
all the way over here to
Association,
the right of the crowd.
yeah.
sponsoring a
Doesn't look
Halloween
like he's
party
gonna
tomorrow
run
evening.
anytime
See the guy
So,
chatting up with the cheerleaders?
Yeah, that's him.
Okay.
That's him.
Just leave him alone. He's having a good time. Give up the middle again. Just trying to push the pile.
The Lions go up the middle.
That was number 44.
I mean, this is the coach, I think, for the other team being nice. Saying,
absolutely.
just run up the middle, nothing fancy. Just stop us, okay?
Yeah.
We're not doing anything crazy.
And if we don't stop them, that's shame on
Like
us.
Maldonado on the carry.
4th and goal here from
It'll
the
be
5.
4th down and goal from the 5 for the Lions.
These guys have probably been the second team offense all week. Playing the opponent during the drills.
Team, yeah. Oop, that's a fumble. And he's going to be down there.
Fumble on the play.
Turnover on down. So finally a Littleton stop. But a little late in the ball game for anything to happen there. Number 33.
Turnover on downs.
Ferrara was the first one to get to the ball. They're closest to the ball. So
a wise man once said to me,
10.
you can't have the greatest comeback unless you're down by quite a bit.
Yeah, it's true. Guy is so smart.
He was. I think he got it off a fortune cookie, I think, but still, it works.
Yes, he did. He he does whatever he can to rally his team around him in Cornwall.
Yeah.
When things aren't looking good.
I bet you'd be a fun guy to play in a tournament with. Are you one of those guys who talks a lot, talks smack?
Oh yeah, very, very much. Even when I'm terrible. So it was about a 3-yard loss there on that.
Funny, my brother-in-law is like that.
By Cam Gosling.
Bowling.
Loss of 2.
I'm like, how do you heckle when you're bowling? And he's like, oh, the leagues, they can get pretty crazy.
So a little exciting here for number 12, Tyler Branco, getting his first varsity action as quarterback. No, he's in the backfield behind Gregory Duchesne. I take that back. It was hard to see for the obstructed view. And that's Tyler Branco, number 12, with a run. Gained a couple yards. Talked about Tyler a couple times. He's a standout on the JV team. Very good athlete. Been telling his dad he's been letting him toil in soccer for so long that, it's time to let the kid, let the chains off and let him play football, because he's clearly a great athlete when it comes to football, and he's getting a chance to get a couple reps here in the varsity game as a freshman. So kind of exciting for his family, I'm sure. Coming up on 3 minutes left here.
It's certainly one of those November or October, late October
yes.
football nights, Woo, gets cool.
See the breath of all the players there.
Yep.
My mom was asking me all week, do I need a jacket? Do I need a jacket? And I said, Ma, it's late October.
Now this is interesting. It's a timeout, and the clock is still running.
All right, we'll take whatever we can get to get this game over with.
That's one way to. Wow. I don't think I've ever seen that before. You'd think you'd be able to stop the clock, but I guess you can't. Once it's going, it's going.
Some updates. Woodbury 55, Nipmuc 6, St. Bernard's 46, Northbridge 6, South 30, Auburn 6, Fitchburg 16, Barron
Well,
7,
besides town meeting on Tuesday night, there'll also be Election Day. Of course, the following Tuesday, the 8th.
Got it up at 6.
Yeah, and Election Day, of course, there's no school. We'll be taking about 50 kids to Great Wolf Lodge for a little indoor water park fun. Should be a good day. We're sold out that day.
Is that in Leominster or
Fitchburg?
Fitchburg.
Yeah, for a long time they didn't take field trips or day passes, but they started doing that again.
Bring out 4th down for the Tigers.
Should be a fun day for the kids and my staff.
That's great.
Staff that works with us. And then, of course, there's no school on the Friday after that as well. It's Veterans Day.
Yep, that's right. And there's going to be a dedication of the new World War I monument at the end of Shattuck Street. The ceremony takes place at 11:11.
11:11. 11:11. 11:11.
come out to see that. They did a really good job with that.
Yeah, I saw that work there. I think Cataldo did that. It was really nice.
That was Paul Biagioni and his
Biagioni.
company. Yep.
Yes, Paul Biagioni. Oh, tough snap. Got the kick away.
Hamilton's punt is away.
And that will do it.
Most likely.
Yeah. I can't imagine that West Boylston going to play. They won't. And that is the ball game.
It is. Well, John, it's been a
41-0.
pleasure.
Ball game.
It's been a pleasure doing the
From
games with you
Lions
this year.
game, West Boylston Lions.
You as well.
41.
Hopefully, we'll see you at Thanksgiving.
Zero.
I
No,
will be there.
You
I will
won't
be there.
Okay.
I will be there, definitely. 100%. So
Great.
you got me again.
Congratulations to
Perfect.
both
Got what you
teams.
wanted.
Perfect.
Safe travels.
All right, everybody.
Back
Thanks to
Littleton.
Rob Corey, our camera guy, freezing out there. And
Fans,
for all
please
of
stick
you,
around
thanks for
after the
watching.
game.
We'll
We'll honor our seniors
see
at our
you at
senior night
Thanksgiving.
game tonight.
See you, everybody.